Hi, my name's TF Spirit, and let me guess, you're watching this since you want to play and learn League of Legends. You looked up some guides online, but realized those are made by people who are smart and understand League, so they make your brain explode. You don't need the pro's perspective, you need a normal player's perspective. So I'm going to give you the rundown of a character from the point of view of someone who's too afraid to play ranked. This is League for Dummies by a Dummy, and today we're talking about Twitch. So, why would you want to play Twitch? Let's run down some reasons. 1. You saw a rat and didn't ask any more questions. Respect. You enjoy chemical warfare and think the Geneva Convention is more of a suggestion. 3. You're from New York. If any of these apply to you, then Twitch is the champion for you. Twitch is a ranged physical assassin that is mostly played in the bot lane. Twitch was added with Evelynn and Trendemir on May 1st, 2009. Yeah, 2009. Feel old yet? Twitch was actually the first character I ever tried playing, so if I ever give off advice in one of these videos that's extremely rat-coded, you know who to blame. Let's do a crappy lore recap. Twitch was born as a lowly plague rat in Zaun. If you don't know what Zaun is, it's the green rundown place in Arcane. Not much is known about Twitch's early life, but he became a collector of New York's finest trash. One day, the Hive... Wait, who are the Hive? So, I literally can't find more about this group, not even what their name actually means. So, one day, the High Five go down into the industrial area of Zaun and have the utter audacity to enter Twitch's domain, so he runs them down with that one Darktide trailer. Those who survived, which wasn't most of them, told everyone about their experiences, and Twitch became a local legend/boogeyman.
A real rat with a crossbow? Can't believe I owe my dad money.
Twitch is probably on Summoner's Rift because he was told he can get shiny things for killing people. Now, before we get into what Twitch can do, you have to remember something very important. You see, Twitch may look like a silly rat, but he's a dangerous chemical warfare specialist. He happily uses one of the deadliest chemicals known to man, ensuring his victims suffer. That chemical is... Axe Body Spray. All of Twitch's attacks cover his victims in this deadly chemical, poisoning them and stacking up to 6 times. Not only does it do tick damage, but it also makes all the E-girls in the mid lane run away from them. The only ability that doesn't spray your enemies is his Q, where Twitch enters incognito mode and runs faster. He runs even faster if you're an enemy champ who can't see you, and after you leave incognito mode, you get a switch on your finger and can attack faster for a couple of seconds. If you kill anyone who's been sprayed with Axe, the ability gets refreshed. Now let's talk about how you can apply the body spray and capitalize off of it. Twitch's W lets him shake up a can and throw it, covering the ground with poison. Any enemy that walks in it are contaminated and slow down. It also gives you rat vision of wherever it lands. Basically, explosive ward. Twitch's weapons are made with Chemtech. Chemtech is Zaun's equivalent of Piltover Hextech. Of course, Twitch uses it for war crimes like a true rat. Also, for the Arcane fans in the back, just so you know up front, Shimmer kinda existed in League's old lore, but it was only in non-canon stuff like the Journal of Justice. I'm saying that now because if Twitch could ever get his hands on Shimmer, then Zaun and Piltover would have a new final boss to deal with. After you get someone infected, you can use your E to put the spray back in the bottle, hurting anyone and anything that was contaminated within a radius of you. Since you can infect enemy champs and minions, it's a great source of poke and wave clear. You also don't have to see your infected target. All they have to do is be within a certain range. That means you can kill someone without even seeing them like the rat you are. Now, time for our Racocious Rodent's ultimate. After pressing the button, Twitch holds his crossbow gangster style and shoots even faster, dealing more damage, going further, and piercing enemies. Twitch can actually outrange towers with his ult, but if you're dumping your whole ult into a tower, you might have eaten some moldy cheese and messing with your brain. What, you thought I was joking in the Nico video? I don't know builds or runes, just listen to this guy, or riot on item builds. Just have fun, man, you're playing a rat with a crossbow, don't take yourself too seriously. However, I will give you some tips so you can rat more efficiently. Since you get an attack speed boost from coming out of stealth, you want to try and start as many fights coming out of it as possible. Your ult makes you outrange most champs, so use that range to your advantage and unload. However, if you don't have your ult, you're not really a team-wiping threat, and you will get turned into rat paste if you're not careful with basically any stun. You're basically only unstoppable late game after an item or two, so don't run in like a dingus. Most places I've seen online say Twitch works best with AP, so grab items like Nashers, I guess. It'll give you more damage and lets you attack faster, meaning you can nuke the enemy team and still have some ult left to hit the like and subscribe button. Please. In lore, Twitch is the smallest champion, only being slightly bigger than a normal rat. I have heard that people think Yumi is smaller, but if you see a rat that is bigger than a house cat, you live near nuclear radiation, and you should move. I give Twitch a 3 on the dummy scale. The fact that he doesn't really pop off until late game or if you snowball puts him low, but he's not a super hard champion to play. Plus, playing a rat is funny, so that helps. What champ do you want to see me explain next? For the next 2 weeks, I'll be watching the comments, and the first champion name I see, that isn't Nasus or Yumi, will be the champ I review next. If I don't see any comments, then I'll pick the next champ myself, so get on it. If you need me, I'm gonna go admire my prized possessions. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, drop a comment, got something to add, subscribe, stay safe, and have a good night.